What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas Fan01 here, and today we are back at it again with another Transformer figure review, and I am super excited because, well, firstly, GameStop kind of lied to me. They told me that this would be in next month, as in, like, like, the month that this is being reviewed. Actually, the current day that this is being dropped, they told me that this figure was going to arrive when I first ordered it. When I pre-ordered this is the day they told me it was going to arrive. Then when I went to go in and talk to them about it and say I couldn't figure out why the pre-order was going wrong, they then told me, "Oh yeah, your figure's not going to be until July." So anyways, this is a heartfelt from me to you, GameStop. Thank you for completely wasting my time. So anyways, we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series 86 from Transformers the Movie, Voyager Class Scrapper. Now, this figure is, of course, one of the first components that we're going to be taking a look at in a series of 6 videos, which will be taking a look at the Studio Series Devastator. Yes, it is time we get another Devastator going here. So, anyways, y'all know the rules. We don't take a look at the figure first. We take a look at the packaging, and the packaging, I must say, is quite nice. So, they did do one thing though. They did get rid of the back, the display piece, which kind of bums a little bit of people. But I'm pleased though that they got rid of that and replaced it with a plastic window. We're back to the classic packaging. Anyways. We have Scrapper here at the front here with him in his vehicle mode and his robot mode. And on this side, it's kind of just like a 360 kind of view here that goes on. And we have him in Autobot City here as well. And on this side, we have Devastator on this side as well. So it is 5 figures to complete Devastator, but we all know it's more like 6. So anyways, so here we have Devastator or not Devastator, Scrapper on the back of the packaging in how he appeared in the 1986 movie. And there is an actual animation accurate cartoon up here where it does show and does say here, it says Scrapper is the engineer and designer for the Constructicons. He combines with other Constructicons to form Devastator. So it's pretty obvious. Anyways. So it does show off the guns and everything that comes with him. So we will go over take a look at those again. And then obviously we got the Autobot symbol on the top here. Movie, Scrapper, big deal. Anyways, moving said packaging from view. Now we can bring the figure back in. And bringing said figure back in, we gotta level the camera back out again here. My apologies, folks. My chair is not stationary, so we have to be very, very nimble with it and move around in places we don't normally like to go. But anyways, let's take a quick look at those weapons that I spoke of earlier. And here we have all of them, and they do store on him in vehicle mode. We'll start off with with this, and to be honest, you're supposed to take it and you're supposed to go like this, and there is a little notch here at the top of the gun, and there's a little groove section right here in the middle of the barrel piece here. So you're going to just kind of line it all up, and it's just going to fold together, and that's going to form one piece of the gun for Devastator. So, yeah. So there we go. And they do, like I said, they do store on them in vehicle mode. So this one here, you might notice there's a little slot right there. There's a tab piece right here, or on this side too. If you really want to do it on this side, you don't have to do it on the other side, but it prefers you do it on this side. So tab it in on that side, and then there is a tab right here on this piece of the gun, and there's a tab right here, and you're just going to take that, and you're just going to shove it on in there. And then there is this gun here for him in robot mode, and you are supposed to take it, and you're supposed to peg it in right on the side here, but you can also, if you do it right, you can just, well, okay, maybe not. But anyways, you're supposed to peg it in here, but I thought you could peg it in right there, but apparently the tab was too small. So anyways. So there you have all of that for weapon storage. So yeah. Alright, now let's get him into scale comparisons, and then we shall get into the transformation. Actually, no, we will go into foot mode first, and then we shall get into combined mode first, then we shall get into the transformation of the robot mode. So anyways, here he is next to Kingdom, Rodimus Prime. Still waiting on the Studio Series 86 version of this dude. Here he's next to Kingdom Cyclonus. Here he is next to Studio Series 86 Scourge. Been a minute since you've seen this guy. Here he is next to Legacy United. Leader Class Soundwave. My apologies for the heater turning on. It's cold here. And finally, here he is next to Studio Series 86 Galvatron. Can't wait for them to finally release that Megatron. So, there we go. Alright, so we're going to remove all of these weapons here, because that's kind of how transformations usually work. So we're going to remove those, and we are going to split them off to the side, and we are then going to get this guy into foot mode. And to get him into foot mode, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to bring this forward, all the way forward, just kind of like this, and it's just going to kind of sit like this is how the bucket's going to go. Well, maybe not sit like that, but just basically get it out of the way. Then you're going to come to these arms, you're going to untab them from here, and you're going to rotate them all the way around, and then they are going to retab into place like so, and you're just going to leave these either like this or like this. I prefer to leave them like this. Do the same thing on the other side. You're going to untab them, rotate them all the way down, and then retab them into place. And then you're going to make sure that all of this sits like so. And there you have him in his foot mode. And I gotta say, not a bad foot mode. Because when we go into Devastator, I have a feeling that there's going to be something that's going to go into here that's going to lock in a knee joint. Or I have a feeling these are going to click into something. But anyways, who knows? Time will tell. So anyways, now to get this guy into his robot mode. So going to bring this all the way back. Like previously, going to untab these and actually make sure they stay untabbed this time. Going to kind of unthoop these. They're very, very thick, like friction joint there. Going to flip out the hands. Do the same thing on the other side with this one. You're going to take this, flip this around, take this, fold it out. And then you're going to take this, you're going to fold this down, and you're going to split this. Split. Going to split. There we go. Okay, you're gonna bring this back because it's going to tab into this here piece here. Then you're going to open up the foot. Come on. We did so well in dress rehearsal, and then now all of a sudden we're not doing so well anymore. So, anyways, let's. This is not good. Come on. Give me just a second. Sorry about that. You're going to untab this. I don't know why that was just being the most pain in the ass tab to deal with. Straighten it out. And then you're going to take this back section. And that's going to go into the tab section that you just untabbed this foot from. That was frustrating. And then you're going to straighten it out like so. Okay. Now you have the leg all done. Make sure this piece stays back. Do the same thing on the other side. Take this. Going to untab that. Bring it down. Take this back section. Bring it down. Sandwich the two pieces together. Straighten out the legs. You're going to take this chest piece. You're going to fold it down. Open up that up. Flip out the head. And then you're going to come to this piece and you're going to bring this all the way back and then straighten it out like that, and it will just friction itself like so. And then straighten it all back out, and we can then give him the weapons. Here he is with this one right here. And then allegedly you're supposed to give him this, but I think that looks ridiculous. So we're gonna hold this off to the side until we actually get Devastator in here. So yeah. But anyways, there you have Studio Series Voyager class Scrapper in his robot mode, which I totally dig and can get on board with. This whole mold looks amazing. Getting him into combined mode wasn't that difficult. Getting him into robot mode wasn't that difficult. Getting him into vehicle mode wasn't that difficult off screen. In the live stream, it wasn't that difficult. So once again, we have some good contenders here for a solid 9.5. So yeah. Alright, so let's just do that. Articulation on the thing is pretty good, I must say. It's just a little funky with this one right here because the joints are really tight. So, yeah. But, all things considered, it's not so bad at all. So, anyways, let's get him into scale comparisons. Then we shall get into final thoughts, and we shall end the video. So, here he is next to Kingdom Rodimus Prime. Here he is next to Kingdom Cyclonus. Here he is next to Studio Series 86 Scourge. Here he is next to the Legacy United Leader Class Soundwave. And finally, here he is next to Studio Series 86 Galvatron. So, there you have that. Alright, so, I gotta say, I'm very, very thrilled and excited. Oh, wait. I just noticed there is potentially a spot. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know, but no, that's not a port that this can sit on. But anyways, I really do dig this figure. You guys definitely should get on board with getting the whole Studio Series 86 Devastator. This thing is just beautifully done. Not to mention, it's just a piece of artwork just sitting in front of me. So I can't complain about that. The one thing I will complain about, though, that is going to be a small demerit is the fact that this does not have weapons effects compatibility. This gun here does not have it. This one does, but this one does not. So I don't know what the issue is with this. I don't know if I got a defective copy. I don't know if he's going to come with the special effects parts when he comes with the rest of the figures. I have no idea what's going to happen with it. So your guess is as good as mine. So anyways, so I think we're going to have to rank this thing a 8.75 out of 10. Okay, 8.75 out of 10. The biggest downgrade is the weapon, but then again, the weapon could be also, this could be perfect for Devastator, so I could not know. But anyways, I can tell you that the transformation was not bad. The whole experience, oh, you're supposed to also rotate this apparently as well. I forgot to do that. Don't forget to do that, folks. Don't forget to rotate this cat piece. So anyways, I think we're going to rank this an 8.75. This gun brings it down a whole 1.5 because of that. I just can't bring myself to like this, like the BFG. I can't bring myself to like this guy's BFG. So, yeah. Anyways, this is Thomas Fan01 saying, do not forget to check out Jordy's Rail videos, Patrick with a Y, iStar552, Bravely GG, Take Along Productions, Riveted Railfan, Riveted Reviews, Alexander Rothschild, Lemon Lime Productions, The Good, the Bad, the Awesome, and New York Toy Hunter, as they've all done some amazing work and also have been some big friends of mine in the past and fans of the show. So, anyways, this is Thomas Fan01 saying, do not forget to keep playing with your toys. Goodbye.